friends! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Boxycharm video, and I feel like other than my unboxings and reviews, I haven't done just like a fun Boxycharm video in a second. So I have some things to discuss about the upcoming fall season and what Boxycharm makeup I am super excited to pull out. What are some things that maybe in the summertime I just kind of like put to the side because I was kind of doing a lighter, beachier, not full face of makeup look every day. I have so much makeup in front of me, specifically eyeshadow palettes. I am ready to just kind of dive in, as you can probably tell by my full face today. So let's get into some Boxycharm makeup, shall we? If you are new to my channel, hi new friend. I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, and weird Boxycharm-esque videos every single week. Okay, so I was thinking about telling you guys kind of what I was loving through the summer with Boxycharm makeup, and then I was kind of like, at this point, we know we're into September now, we're kind of looking towards the fall makeup. Do you care anymore? Let me know in the comments below if you want to know what I've been loving with Boxycharm makeup over the summer and what I've used regularly. But this is all of the makeup from Boxycharm, and exclusively Boxycharm, that I've gotten throughout the time I've had them, and what makeup I'm excited to pull back out, because some of these things are just more like metallics for fall, bold lips for fall, eye looks that are just like popping into my mind and my Instagram. So I'm really excited to kind of like look towards the new season, and I always get that way a little prematurely. So if you're like, hold up sister, it is not time to get rid of summer yet, I feel you. I live in Florida, it's really not going to get much cooler here for me, but I am excited to kind of just transition my makeup a bit. So come with me. Something that I have been excited for, a base on my face to use that I got from Boxycharm, and I didn't think I'd be saying this, is my Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer Base. I like this well enough. I can't use it every day because it does break me out. If you've watched any of my previous videos, I have mentioned that. I do have fickle skin though. But I do like to pull this out when I'm kind of doing like a bold eye, just because my face has a little bit of radiance to it. I need to be cautious though, because I'm oily skin and I don't want to overdo it. But this is something that I only kind of delve into when I'm doing a full beat, and I've liked using it. For my face, I really have been enjoying something that's totally a throwback for me, and I've mentioned this recently, but my highlight and contour palette from IBY, totally a throwback for me. I have been using this again for just some light contouring, nothing too dramatic or Kardashian-esque by any means. I'm not going too crazy with it right now. And these powders, I really like to take a damp beauty sponge, kind of go in with it, and kind of just press it into my skin under my eyes, kind of where I need some highlight. I forgot how much I really like these shades, and I like this consistency and formula. I've always gravitated to this. I do have other things in my collection, but yes, I am super excited to keep working with this fall because it's got a lot of shades that, you know, I might get a little bit less tan in Florida. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. But I like that I have variety in this. Now, this is a contour palette that I don't really like for contour, but I love for highlight. This is the Pure Sculptor palette. And this little baby here, I can make work as far as the contour goes, but that's not why I reach for it. I really like these highlighters, and I like that they're a cool toned highlighter. So I feel like in the fall, when we're getting a little cooler with our makeup, we're pulling out those purples, those browns, some of the shades that are just more pumpkin spice latte. I can pull these out for just like a pop of highlight on the cheek. That's actually kind of what I have right here. And I really like how it just kind of gives that little oomph without trying too hard. So I think I told you guys before, I'm gonna depot these and put them into a palette, I think. Okay, so this may require some explanation. We got the Bare Minerals Invisible Light palette a while back with Boxycharm, and I've always said I really enjoyed the glow. I like it with my Luxie brush with the long bristles because I can just kind of sweep into it, kind of go right here under the eyes, highlight the face a bit, sometimes the forehead, but throwing it back to an older Jaclyn Hill video, she talked about this loose, really expensive powder that I was like coveting for a while. Like I really, really wanted it for a while, and then I was like, oh, it's too expensive and I have oily skin. I feel like it's gonna be a waste. What I like to do with this palette is, again, take a damp beauty sponge, not soaking wet, just slightly damp, delve into this powder that is not a loose powder, and I usually gravitate to loose powders, so I hadn't thought to do this for a while. Kind of swirl it around in this, kind of pack it off on my hand, and then use this for like a powder highlight. So it doesn't replace a face highlight as in like, bam, we got highlight. But this just kind of like makes the skin a little bit more bright. It gives a little bit of luminosity to it. And I really liked how that has looked. I've been doing that for about a week or two now, and I really like it. The matte formula has done okay for me, but the glow is really what I have been loving. So I'm excited to kind of play around with that more this fall to see what I can do with some dramatic eyes and maybe just not too shiny of a face. Having oily skin, I'm always conscious of like, I don't want to be too oily, too shiny, too much. So I'm excited to play around with this more. Long story short. Blushes. As many of you know, I'm not a total blush girl, but I'm delving into them more and more. And recently we got a Note Desert Rose blush. That this baby is very, very pigmented. You don't need a lot, and it's just like bam right there. This is a beautiful shade, and it is right up my alley. So I am excited to use this color for the fall winter season, and this is something that I would gravitate to more in the fall. So I'm really excited to kind of play up those warm, rich hues that totally remind you of pumpkin spice lattes, right? They kind of do, a little bit, a little bit. So I'm pretty excited about this. Even though I'm not a huge blush girl, with those warm looks in the fall, it would totally go. Totally, you vibe with it, right? I have so many eyeshadow palettes in front of me right now, it's a little excessive. So I hope you have a tea and a snack because I'm gonna be here just a second. Please forgive me. The first palette I'm going to talk about is the Glam Metals palette from Crown. I was not totally in love with this palette when we got it, mostly because I don't really have a reason. Do I have a reason? I just didn't gravitate to it. It wasn't my favorite. But as we're kind of getting into fall, the metallics are always like, they're good every season. Don't get me wrong. Don't yell at me in the comments like, I do whatever I want all year long. So do I. I feel you. But this is when I really want to break out the metallics. It's like that fall time of year. I don't know what it is about it, but it gets so exciting to just go boom, boom, boom. How you do? Look at those swatches. Hardly touch that. I mean, it's a fun palette. I just had a hard time with it last year, but now that I've kind of been trying to figure out ways to use it, I'm pretty excited for this fall. I feel like I could have worn this today. It's not what I'm wearing, but I could have. Now these are also some throwbacks. I have had these palettes forever, it seems. I have two Studio Makeup On The Go palettes. One is the Cool Down and one is the Warm Up. One is more just a purple palette and one is more of a warm palette. I always love these in the fall. It's like ever since I got them, and I think I got them 2 years ago, I busted, maybe 3, I don't know, forever. I love pulling these out every year. I think they're amazing palettes. Unfortunately, I think you can only get one of them now if you weren't with Boxycharm when they gave them out. I love these palettes. I reach for them mostly spring or fall. It seems to be, that seems to be when I gravitate to these. So I'm really excited to bust these babies back out. I love this palette so much, and I am so heartbroken that the company pulled them and discontinued the palette. So if you already have this, amazing, I love it. If you don't, I won't stay on this very long. This is the Pure Soiree Diaries palette. It's amazing for travel. It has a great mirror. It also has just some great shades in them. I really enjoy these shimmer shades down here. They're super bold. I also really love their cool tones, their warm tones. This palette is a standout, and I was so mad when I heard that Pure discontinued it. So if you have this, I hope you love it as much as I do. Another palette that we just got this summer that I'm gonna bust this out through the rest of the year because it's amazing is the Alamar palette. This palette is gorgeous. Yes, it definitely has summer vibes, so you may be like, I don't know if I feel that for fall or winter. I totally love La Costa and El Malcon for all year round. I mean, those just scream holiday looks to me. I love a good pigment, and I love when something's super blendable, and these warm shades, great for fall. These all of this is gonna be amazing for fall and winter, no matter what time of year. But this is what I'm excited to use. And a palette that I was a little disappointed to get because it was like that time of summer where you're still wanting beachy, glowy vibes, was this palette. This is the Crown palette that I got. I don't think everybody got this palette, but I have used it, and it's really good for blendability. The pigmentation is great. It lasts pretty well. I just wasn't too excited to get it when I did get it, but now I'm really excited. This totally gives me that, what vibe is this? This totally gives me Naked Heat palette vibes. I don't have that palette, but this is, that's what I get. That's the vibe I get from this palette. So I'm excited to play around with this some more because I didn't touch it too much over the summer, but I mean, hello, fall leaves that aren't gonna fall here, but you know, I'm still liking it. Another eye look, something I wanted to reach for over and over, and for some reason it just Summertime, I'm kind of lazy with makeup, to be honest. I mean, that's just the reality of it. I'm kind of lazy with my makeup. I like a beachy, glowy look where I can just put some effort in and go. This always takes me a little bit longer, but this is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil, and I really liked this last winter. I used it quite a bit, even going to the office, going out with my friends, but I haven't really touched it since then, and it was been sitting on my vanity here, and I'm like, I want to bust this back out. And that's when I've kind of been getting those vibes in purple and reds and greens. That just screams fall to me with makeup, so I'm pretty excited to bust this out. This is the shade Amethyst. Two lippies that I've gotten from Boxycharm are Ofra lippies, and Boxycharm introduced me to Ofra, and I love them. But they keep giving me shades that I don't want to pull out on a daily basis. It's just kind of like for a full beat look. And one of them is the shade Verona. I got this, I guess, earlier this year. I really like it. It's just a little too deep and warm for me for just like average day looks. I don't know why. I'm weird. You guys know that though. I really like this shade. So for fall, it just screams like, let's do this. And then the other one I got has no name on it. I knew it once upon a time, but that's why I get really annoyed when there's like no name on a bottle. I'm like, how am I supposed to repurchase this after it's gone, huh? This is more of a purple shade to it. I'm gonna stick it over here. This is more purpley, more like a mauve. It just definitely speaks to me in that time of year, but I really love the Ofra liquid lipstick formula. For me, it works really great. But I'm really excited to bust these babies out this fall as well. All right, I am swatched up like crazy, guys. These are the products that I got from Boxycharm over the evolution of time I've been with them that I am so excited to bust out this fall. Do you guys do that at all? I know there's always those comments that are always like, I wear whatever I want all year long, and so do I, don't get me wrong. But it just gets to be that time of year where that's where I reach for more and more. Is there anything that you're excited for this coming season that is from Boxycharm? You guys know I love my Boxycharm, and I just kind of wanted to do a little video, again, dedicated to them. I know not everybody likes that, so I try not to do it too often, but I love them. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you happen to be new to my channel, hi new friend, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun, loud, weird, sometimes about Boxycharm videos that I do every single week. Bye friends!